Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Would like to be the first to welcome you to Newark, New Jersey. Local time is 6:48 a.m. Please stay comfortably seated until the seatbelt sign is off. You may continue to use and charge your phones and tablets. Again, that's baggage carousel number 6. Your feedback is really important to us. Some of you will receive a survey asking you about your experience via email or in the United app. We'd love to know how you've enjoyed your flight.
Alright, the current time is 7:43 in the morning. I just got off of United 777 from SFO, and I'm here in the New York Liberty Airport. Kind of an unglamorous place to be at 7:30 in the morning, but it is what it is. The red-eye will never be a pleasant experience, but I'm here, I'm in New York, and I have a big day ahead of me. What am I going to do first? Well, I'm here to visit my friend Oscar, and my friend Oscar actually has access to the United clubs. So he gave me a free pass to the United Club at gate C123. So I'm gonna go pay that little visit and freshen up for the day. The flight itself had a beautiful approach. I got the best view of the city possible. The only downside was that we kind of just sat on the tarmac for like 30 minutes after because our gate was occupied or something. Big airports always have this problem. Anyway, off I go to the United Club. I've never experienced what it's like to be in one of them, so it'll be good to get some breakfast and some coffee to start my day. There's planes behind me. Alrighty, let's go. Alright, I spent some time enjoying some breakfast in the United Club, so this is how the 1% live. Cool. It's currently 8:20, and I'm ready to start my day. Now, the first thing I noticed is that there's a free piano in the New York airport. I would like to play it. Someone's playing it right now, but we'll see if I get to bang out a couple tunes before I really get started. So I could leave the airport right now, but there is one quirky little thing that I want to do. United runs a shuttle between Terminal C, Terminal C is where I am right now, and Terminal A, which is a bit more far-flung. This shuttle runs airside, which means that you don't have to leave security to go through the terminals. So I want to try it out. Alright, the shuttle apparently boards from gate C70, so I'm going to have to make my way down towards there. Let's see where I need to go. Alright, shuttle to terminals, where the bus gates are. Okay, I've made it in, and it looks like this is where the buses all depart from. Wow. Tightly packed Novas, cool. With a rear window? Oh my. Yes.
You want to go outside? See you right, okay?
Great, thank you. Definitely one of the coolest experiences. And now I'm here in Terminal A. Alright, after what went surprisingly well, I didn't realize it would go as smoothly as it did considering how little information there is online about this service. I'm here at at Terminal A, and my goal here is to switch to the air train. New York Airport has an air train. It's kind of cool. If you ride it within the airport, then it's free. If you leave the airport, then it costs money, so I'm going to try to ride it within the airport. But now I'm Terminal A, which means that I have to walk quite a bit in order to get to the air train. Alright, into the cold, cruel world I go.
Please move forward.
So, the air train stop for Terminal A is so far away from the actual Terminal A that they offer a free shuttle service to get there. And the thing is, these free shuttles are in Orion 7 OGs. These buses are getting harder and harder to ride, so I'm gonna give it a ride, obviously. For example, there goes one of them now. Diesel Orion 7 OG. Ooh, a D40 LF is gonna be my ride today? Cool. D40LX has very quickly brought me to the Terminal A air train. And the Newark air train is this like extremely weird monorail sort of thing that was built in the late 90s. It's always falling apart. It's so weird. So of course I have to ride it. I think what I'm gonna do is ride this to Terminal C, which is ironically where I was earlier. But I'm not really left with a whole lot of options. So to Terminal C I go. Look at this silly little thing.
The next stop is for airport employees only.
I definitely think that in terms of airport trains, that one is the funkiest and my new favorite. So, making my way to the city, I could take that train actually all the way to the Newark Liberty Airport station, but that would cost me about 17 bucks and it's just kind of a straight shot to the city. I'm gonna do something a little more creative. Right now I'm hopping on one of the Orion shuttles that's gonna take me to the P6 parking lot where I can transfer to an NJT bus that's gonna take me further into Newark. Let's see if it works. The bus isn't all that frequent, so this plan might change. There's an Orion shuttle going where I want, boarding over there, but I just missed the light and I'm not willing to jaywalk. Let's see if I make it. Winning! And I get to see the planes landing here? Cool. Alright. You will never see me say something mean about an Orion bus because that was amazing. Anyway, I'm now here at the P6 parking lot. This is, I don't know, it's one of the parking lots at Newark Airport, I don't really care. And the reason I'm here is because I'm testing out kind of a New Yorker local hack. Across from here is the North Area Trans Center, is what they call it. This is where a bunch of NJT routes stop. Now, NJT has some sort of weird agreement with the private bus companies that buses going into New York cannot service the airport terminals. So, some of the express buses that go from New York to here stop here, so that they technically don't enter airport grounds. I honestly don't really know what the deal with that is, but I'm here to test it out. I'm not going to New York on the bus. Hold up, there's an Orion coming. This is so funky. Okay, anyway, the 107 bus runs from New York to Irvington, New York, that kind of area. I'm gonna hop on it to go towards Newark. 840 LF. Now, there's a reason I am willingly setting foot in Newark, New Jersey. There's a couple things I want to check out. Number one, I want to ride the Newark light rail. I've never ridden it just because I don't really find myself with the opportunity, shall we say, of being in Newark. So today I kind of have the perfect chance since I'm at the airport. So I'm gonna go ride the light rail, and then I'm also gonna hop on a bus that's gonna take me to a place called Hackensack. Why? There's a bus terminal and I found a coffee shop that looks cute there. You guys gotta know the reason that I do things now. Now, one thing I am not looking forward to is dealing with NJT's absolutely psychotic fare system. I need to take 2 buses. The first bus I'm going to take is a 2-zone fare, and then I'm gonna transfer to another bus. However, I can't buy a transfer on the bus with a mobile ticket. Okay, I don't really know how it works. What I think I'm going to do is buy a mobile ticket for 2 zones, and then the next bus I take, hopefully that mobile ticket will still have validity. Pedestrianism is a suggestion in these parts. I also have the option of using my debit card / credit card to pay, which I might just do, but I have been warned that the system of doing so is very clunky and not really all that good. So there really is no winning with this bus agency. I could make an absolute video essay on how like psychotic the NJT fares are. They're divided into zones for every bus depending on how many zones you cross. It's like $1.40 and they go up in increments of equally weird amounts. And then there's extra fares if you go into New York State, but then if you're in South Jersey, it's a whole different fare system. And it's just so hard to keep track of. Like, I just want to go from point A to point B. $107.
Getting 25 bottles.
Oh, it's Thursday, 27 bottles, yeah.
Yeah, they win. They still giving 27? They're giving 25.
Thank you. Making a very tight transfer to the 90. Thank you. Wow. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Nabby makes some good buses. After some quality time on 2 high-floor buses, here I am at the grocery station. I really didn't have a lot of time to explain what was going on at the Irvington bus terminal just because I was switching buses so quickly. But I got off of the bus from the airport, transferred to the 90, and now here I am at the grocery light rail station. So I'm going to switch to the Newark light rail. This light rail, I'm just going to full send on it, go all the way to Newark Penn Station, and then from there, I'm going to hop on a very kind of long bus that's going to take me to Hackensack. I am at Newark Penn Station. That is my ride on the Newark Light Rail. It's a very cool system in my opinion. It's a little bit boring because it doesn't really go anywhere, but it has a lot of history. These tunnels are original. They used to run streetcars like PCCs through here, and you can see a lot of that history still here. So I think that's really cool that it's like a historical operation modernized. Anyway, I'm here at Newark. I have a bit of a tight transfer to the Route 76. That's gonna take me to Hackensack. I have about an hour on the bus. I have a couple options for bus lanes. I believe I am Raven Street. Tight maneuvers taking place. This bus terminal. I am a big fan of high floor transit vehicles, and New Jersey Transit does not disappoint. Anyway, here I am in Hackensack. This is apparently the working class citizens' dream living area, according to Billy Joel. And I'm here because I have a 45-minute coffee break. I'm visiting this coffee shop called Badass Coffee of Hawaii. You know, I'm not normally allowed to say that word, but apparently this one is referencing a donkey. And then after 45 minutes, I'm gonna charge my phone, and then I'll be on my way to New York. Like, I'm normally pretty good about censoring in my videos, but they didn't leave me a whole lot of choices here. Paid $8 for a macadamia latte. We are so back in New York. Alright, I spent like 30 minutes charging my phone up and just sipping on my coffee. What's interesting about this place is that they use frozen coffee, like ice cubes, which ordinarily I would say is overkill, but today, oh, I need it. Anyway, I'm making a short walk to the Hackensack bus terminal right now so that I can catch a bus to New York City. Now, Hackensack has direct service to the Port Authority bus terminal, which is the main bus terminal in New York City, but today I want to use a bus terminal that I'm not really so familiar with. I'm going to George Washington Bridge bus station. The George Washington Bridge bus station. Alright, do we think the NJT Navvy has to pay at the parking meter? Alrighty, 182 to New York. I'm on the 12:50 departure. I do like that NJT is keeping the bus terminal traditions alive. There's a waiting room inside with a coffee shop. It's a nice place to wait. Yeah, the Navvy trend may be continuing. One nabby ride later, here I am at the George Washington Bridge bus station. This is a bus terminal that I haven't been to before, so it's kind of exciting. It's a back out situation, so that obviously means that I'm interested in it. Anyway, I'm finally here in New York, so now it's time for me to go hit the subway. So my next destination is to actually hop on the ferry, but to get to the ferry, I have to find the A train and then a bus to get to the ferry, because Oscar is currently at work, and I am scheduled to meet him after work. But since he's stationed in the Bronx, I decided I'm gonna take a ferry to be special. Alrighty. The A train will be my chariot today. Now, by the time this video comes out, MetroCard will most likely be a thing of the past, but as of now, Beeline still does not accept MetroCard, and I would like to ride Beeline on this trip. So, at the subway station, one of the things I need to do is pick up an unlimited Metro card. It's kind of annoying because they only take cash and it's a huge pain to get, but 35 bucks ain't bad for a week of unlimited rides. So the NYC ferry system is the New York ferries that I've made a couple of videos about before. I think I've included them in my little adventures. Today I'm going to ride a route that I haven't ridden before, the Soundview route. It'll carry me all the way up to the Bronx, which is where I've agreed to meet Oscar. I have a bit of a tight-ish connection. I have like an hour and a half to get to the station that I need to be at, so it's not that bad. Alrighty, the machine actually took a card today. So I now have a 7-day unlimited Metro card. Oh cool, my first subway ride back, and I get new trains. Never realized how much I would miss these raggedy trains. Anyway, onto the M34. Oh, we are so back. And with perfect timing, here's an M34 SBS for me. After a very slow ride on the M34, I actually got very lucky that I got one of the rare trips that terminates right at the ferry terminal, so I don't even have to walk. Yeah, it was very slow, as is expected from a crosstown bus. But here I am at the 34th Street Ferry Pier. I have about 25 minute gap before my ferry's gonna take me to the Bronx and I get to see Oscar. Since I still have 30 minutes until my ferry leaves, I think I'm gonna try to go sit in that little park I see over there. Open to the public? Well, if it isn't free real estate. Alright, it's been like 15-ish minutes in this very pleasant park, actually. So now I'm gonna walk over, buy my ticket. It is $4.50 for a ride, and then I will be up on my way to Soundview. I am here. The ferry I'm gonna take. All the way up there. Cool. And I believe that is my boat right there. We're off. After a fantastic ferry ride, worth every penny of the $4.50 I spent, I'm here at Soundview, Classen Point. This is part of South Bronx. It's a nice little riverside park, and here is where I'm going to wait for Oscar to join me, because he just got off work. Now, what plane is this? Oh, JetBlue. Special plane. LaGuardia is one of the cooler airports in New York, in my opinion, because of how close the planes get to where you can see them. But unfortunately, the average plane in LaGuardia isn't all that interesting. It's all a bunch of narrow bodies. And here comes Oscar's bus. He's running the BX-27 today. I just barely caught the fattest curb hop. Well.
Wow!
It's been so long since you were last in a vlog. Totally not like you were in Davis a week ago or anything.
Oh, that's right. About a week ago.
Ooh, plane.
Embraer 175. Air
Nerd.
Canada.
Wow. So,
Hello again.
Oscar is out of bus jail,
I am.
and it's currently about 3:30 in the afternoon, so the day is still quite young. So, one of the weirder things that I've wanted to do in New York is see buses slalom through subway pillars. So I'm making Oscar babysit me as we go look at buses do some weird
Heck
stuff.
yeah.
All right, Oscar.
Hello.
What is our first move of our joint adventure now?
I suppose catch the next bus going north, either the 27 or the 39, up to the 6 train or the BX4. And then
We'll
from
see.
there, yeah, you know, whatever shows up first, because I just want to get on the bus.
It looks like our chariot will be the 39. Oscar says they do a weird U-turn down here to turn it around.
Yeah.
When you do the hokey pokey with the bus.
And airplanes too, the 737.
Whoa. Oh. Cool.
Oh, is he going right out?
It did not work.
No, it did not.
That driver was going out of service.
Yeah.
Airplane. And bus. Now let's see if this one wants to be in service. A C40LF has spawned. Let's see if this one leaves first. Because it has now been 30 minutes and no bus. Because that 27 that I thought was going to be ours is just sitting there.
Oh,
Oh.
wow. Going right back out.
So he's gonna be the 27. Okay, cool. I love a good C40LF.
You totally just recorded that by going clean through that stop sign.
No cop, no stop.
Oh, great, nice stop. Well, the one after the
The 6 train draws near.
stop. Oh, there's a train right there.
R62s.
This stop is Morrison Avenue and Westchester Avenue.
There they are. Oh, there's an express train going through.
Yeah.
All right, we're off here at the 6 train, but we're not actually getting on the 6 train. We are getting on a bus, the BX4, because the BX4 parallels the 6 train route underneath these pillars, because in the Bronx, this train is elevated. So that means there's pillars.
BX4.
Like, this is narrow.
2 minutes.
Wow. Wow. Oh, and here comes another one. That's crazy. Nope, I could never drive here.
No? Oh, no, look. Look at
Our BX4 approaches. What I find super interesting is some bus stops have like a full curb bulb out like we do here, but across the street, there's no bulb out.
What?
So the stop is just in the middle of the lane. I can't. Oh, man. And here's the 4.
Please exit through the rear door.
Well, thank you. Oh boy.
You were just saying how some of the curbs.
So safe.
What?
Oh, and we get to see the bus thread the needle.
What is going on?
Wow. There is a lot going on here.
Yeah.
So much going on at once.
Yeah, they're turning left here.
244 to Flushing. So this driver had to thread a little bit. Cool. And next up, for even more weird bus stuff, we're going to the BX39. I was gonna say here comes a BX4, but
Oh, that 4 is going to Western Square.
oh. That's crazy.
He went wide, too.
He did the thing.
Yeah, he did the
All right,
thing.
should we try to catch the 39?
Oh, the 39 is still there.
Oh,
I think he's waiting for me.
what is going on? Oh. BX39 time. We're off of the 39 here at
Bronx Park East.
yeah, Bronx Park East, where we're also gonna see some buses, do some more crazy stuff. There goes our boy. So we're currently posted up outside of this gas station because this bus stop behind me is a little bit funky. The center lane where the buses normally ride turns into a left turn only lane, so they can't do street side boarding the way they normally would. So the buses have to navigate the pillars and get into the right side here. So says Oscar.
Yes. Can you not?
Here it comes. Clean. Now that was a clean thread.
That was a clean thread.
All right, now that we saw a bus do the thing, we're gonna walk further up the road to see the buses do more things. In case you can't tell, I am running on fumes. Here goes the train. Coach bus. That was the route that Thomas drove us on way back in that video. What is this? What is this? Damn. Crazy maneuver. And now this bus is going to make that right turn and bust the same sketchy maneuver that the BXM11 did.
LPI, medium pedestrian interval. There you go, now it's clean.
Wow. And his back end just wraps around the pole. Alright. Alright, I have seen what I want to see. I chose the wrong time to start filming. Alright, I've seen everything I want to see. So now we're going to head back towards Hartsdale, which is where Oscar lives. Would you like to tell me your exact address?
Sure.
Alright, we made it to Allerton.
Yeah, wait.
Now we just wait for the bus that's gonna take us to the Botanical Gardens. Okay, turns out we'd have to wait a whole unbearable 10 minutes for the next bus. So we're gonna take the train and then walk.
Manhattan.
All right, which way?
We're gonna go that way. Double action.
Subway. He's back to making the noises.
There's another one.
All right, we're only going up like one stop.
Two stops.
Two stops?
Yeah, Burke and Gun Hill.
Wow. We're so elevated.
Gun Hill Road. Transfer to the BX41 Select Bus Service. This is an accessible station. The elevator.
We're off at Gun Hill. Now we're just walking to the Williams Bridge Metro North station.
Yes.
We're just doing this because it's on the Harlem line, and these little Bronx stations, I never really have a reason or opportunity to visit them, so dragging Oscar along for that as we head back to Hartsdale. See, this is like where I feel like the Bronx starts to get a little nicer.
It's got a lot of abandoned scooters.
Yeah, scooters in their natural habitat, and a bus.
Whoa.
That just got cut off.
Oh yeah.
Oh, New York. Damn! Alrighty. Williams Bridge. Oh, we got the jank stairs. Oh, wow. Oh, and there's a train coming in already. Wow. One of the reasons I wanted to drag Oscar to this station is you get to see all the trains flying past. Flying. It's literally been 10 seconds.
Hello?
Again?
What?
What is this? trains does the New Haven line need?
Hey, look, it's only 5 cars.
Oh, it's a New Canaan train. It's so baby because it's going on one of the branches, the New Canaan branch. The old boys are still alive. Yet another. Oh! The Stamford train and the New Haven train are chasing each other.
Get back here, you. You imagined.
Alright, enough rail fanning. We get M7s.
Wakefield Station is next. Wakefield is next. Front 4 cars only. The way to cars will not open at Wakefield. Please watch the staff.
So frequent. Alrighty, finally at Hartsdale after a very long day. So now my first day in New York is drawing to a close, but we have one more last order of business. At this time on weekdays, there are rush hour commuter bus services operated by Beeline, the bus company in Westchester County. Somehow, Beeline's Orion 5s are still clinging on to dear life, so we're gonna try to see if any of them are out right now. Well, the 39 is an Excelsior, notably not an Orion 5, and instead, train. Instead, one of my least favorite types of buses to drive. But this entrance to the station is disgusting, so I want to see that. Oh, now it's the 39. Alright, well, the 34 is also an Excelsior. You said it's an electric, though?
Yeah, it's electric.
Wow. Alright, now that we've gotten some foaming done, it's time to get some dinner and finally sleep. In an effort to not dox Oscar because he's got ops in this city. I'm not showing you where he lives. Thank you for watching, we'll see you again next time. Goodbye.